Friends, Tuxx here. This is a viewer request video. These were pointed out to me. These 02 in-ear monitors are available on Amazon. I will have a link for you actually right below, so be sure and click that link to get yours at the very best price. But these were pointed out to me a while ago actually, and I kind of held off on reviewing them, and now people are saying they work really good with the Y2 player, okay? I know a lot of people don't have this player yet, but I do have unboxings. This is brand new, and of course it's a follow-up to the Y1 player, which is one of the breakout hits of lower priced value DAPs of last year. More on this in other videos though, but let's go ahead and check this out. They basically say this is very small, it doesn't need a lot of power essentially, it uses 10mm drivers, so it really gives players like value players like the Y2 some amazing punch for the bass, especially for the price point. Looking at the box, it's really giftable. I mean, it looks very nice. Got standard stickers, like international stickers and things. We got a little Chinese in the back there. I like the picture. I mean, I like the translucent blue, and the shape of it actually looks pretty cool, so hopefully it sounds as good as it looks, okay? Let's go ahead and open this up here and check it out. We'll use my pen here. I couldn't find my scissors. Let's see here. Oh, man, I really don't want to rip this box badly. Let's see here. Wow. All right, the scissors is not working so well, but I think we got it. Let's go ahead and peel off the plastic. Sorry, my bird is cooing in the background. Here we go. And you know, it's really important to have decent sounding speakers. Of course, the key to any kind of good setup would be, you know, decent files first off, you know, decent player, and then of course ear speakers, headphones, ear monitors to match the process, you know. And so sometimes people don't want to spend, you know, $400 or $500 on ear monitors, but there's some really good ones actually, which don't cost a ton, you know. Let's go ahead and pull this open here. Actually, that's looking pretty sharp. It's a little smaller than I thought it would be. I love the translucent blue. That looks very high-tech and very like cyberpunkish or something. Let's go ahead and pull this out here and check it. Wow, there's all sorts of crazy stuff in here. This is more than I expected, actually. Okay, so first off, we have a little book here, and this talks about the usual niceties, probably in a few languages. Let's check it out. Yeah, so talks about health warnings, don't play your music too loud, little warranty card. Looks like most of it here is in Chinese, but you know, that's okay. You know, that happens sometimes. So let's see, is there some English in here? Looks like there's a little English. It looks like it has both. So anyway, guys, basic instructions. So wouldn't really expect too much more. But check out, it comes with all sorts of fun colored little, like the ear ends, like the little parts that go in your ear. So that's pretty cool that we have different sizes and different colors, okay? So I'm definitely digging that. Just to give you an idea, I don't want to lose them, but looks like we have a whole variety of different colors here. Even like oranges, looks like they're kind of fluorescent, which is nice. These are more rubbery than spongy in nature, but I'm definitely digging the variety of colors, and they feel very soft, silicone based, and I'm sure this will help, like, you know, keep the speaker in your ear and help eliminate some of the outside noise as well. But this is probably the funnest variety of sizes and colors I've seen with any in-ear monitor. So kudos to them. I'm just going to drop these in here for now so we don't lose them. But yeah, so that's pretty awesome actually. Looking at the actual in-ear monitor cable here. Now this is a little bit of an opportunity here. It's cool it has a cable. Good and bad. Okay, the good is that this particular cable here is removable from the actual in-ear monitors. This is your standard two-prong setup, okay? So they are curved and everything. Unfortunately though, although the cable looks like it is translucent, you can see the wire through it just a little bit, it is not braided. And you guys know I am kind of a sucker for braided cables. This particular model is the 3.4mm, 3.44, and so this will work in most players. You know, you might be able to switch this out with some other 4.4, but this particular in-ear monitor is really not made for that, so I'd recommend sticking with the 3.44 for this. But anyway, not a bad cable. Could be better, could be braided, you know. Looks like it's kind of cool in its translucency. Hopefully it sounds good, okay? All right, continuing on. So looking at the actual in-ear monitors, now as mentioned, oh, I'm loving the sheer. They have kind of a cool aluminum look to that. See how the light shines off at? That is pretty cool, actually. Amazon have about a $75, $70 CD player that is also kind of similar blue translucent plastic. These might actually look really cool for that. They pop these out here for you. So I'm extremely impressed with the way these look. These look very, very cool. You can really see that translucentness through the backside here. Very, very cool. And I'm definitely digging that brushed aluminum look. See how the light shines off that? That is actually really cool looking. So very cool, you know, again, very cyberpunkish, very modern looking. As far as specs go, impedance are 32 ohm. Okay, so they're actually a little bit higher ohm than I would suspect for this style of, you know, value in-ear monitor. They are 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, so very good standard range. You know, I wouldn't expect anything more or less out of that, but it's just what you want. They're the standard 2-pin wire configuration, so you can see where the pins go in right there. There's little holes right there. Hopefully the camera's focusing. Okay, and there's that for you. Very simple. The connectivity, they are meant to be wired. They're not wireless, but of course for true high definition music, you really want wired, you know? These are considered in-ear monitors. The color, it lists them as silver, but I mean, obviously, maybe they're talking about the brushed aluminum. Even that's like a little blue looking to me. It's like blue brushed aluminum with blue translucent plastic, which I'm honestly digging the way these look. These look simply awesome. And of course the brand is 7HZ, you know, which is considered not bad for being kind of a value brand, if you will. So not bad. As far as sound clarity goes, they promote apparently clean bass. That's what people say. I'm going to put that to the test here in a second. Decent mid, smooth treble, you know, and great detail for the price point of these. Apparently they have amazing detail. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and plug these in and listen to these on the Y2 player and give you some feedback after. Alright, so after listening to a variety of music, both rock, alternative rock, pop, and a little bit of rap, I found these actually be really good. In fact, these are probably the best in-ear monitors. And this is not a paid sponsorship video either, guys. But they honestly sound really good for the price point. For $25, you really can't go too wrong. I think if I had to compare these to the other low-price leaders, my favorite over-the-ear headphones, which I have a few videos going back, that I think I'd prefer the over-the-ear just because you get a little bit deeper bass because the actual speaker is bigger. But these sound amazing for the price point, and you do get nice punchy bass, so I think you'll enjoy them. It's just, for me, a personal preference. I would take the over-the-ear as opposed to the in-ear monitor part. But as far as styles go, this looks amazing. Like, this is just a really cool look for the price point, and even for more than the price point. I'm totally in love with the blue, translucent blue, and this cool metal aluminum kind of like backside to it. They fit in the air very comfortably. They're a little small. Like, I almost wish they were just a little bit bigger in size, maybe to hold a little bit more of a, you know, an air diaphragm to actually pump out the sound a little bit more, you know, but they really sound good. You know, the driver is a 10mm driver, you know, and the original, this is like the new 02, so the original 0 was 10mm as well, you know, so it's similar in nature to that. It's just like a slight upgrade. So if you are looking online, be sure and get the 02, okay? Just like we have 02 right there, okay? So anyway, guys, I would say between the cool variety of ends, okay, a lot of fun for the price point, the great translucent blue, you know, and the cool metal end to it, and the sound quality being great for 25 bucks, you know, you really can't go too wrong if you want in-ear monitors. So check them out, guys. 02, they're on Amazon. If you guys have any questions about these, please reach out to me, tuxtoys@gmail.com. But I would say this is probably one of my favorites of 2026 so far. Definitely my favorite for style and color. And for sound quality, I'd say they're right up there with other budget headphones or in-ear monitors of this price point, okay? All right, friends, be sure to check out my other videos on the Y2. Awesome new little player. There are some pros and cons, though, so be sure and check it out. But for the price point, that's also a good value for this year. So if you combine these 02s along with this player, you're going to have a great little budget audiophile experience. And the sound quality, honestly, this player, I have videos. I'm having a new video coming up, my 1-week review coming up with my pros and cons. And there is a few cons, but the cons aren't the sound quality. They sound really good. So I think these paired with this will be a great little matchup. It could be a great gift for someone too, okay? All right, again, thank you for making it to the end of the video. Really appreciate you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Click the link.